It's just a whole lot of animal going on over here, and I am not mad. Chafing on the thighs is giving fall to me. I've been begging for more color, brighter colors. Very big. Like I said, this is a large. Hey guys, welcome back. We're in a new setting today. It's your girl Kayla Lachey, aka your virtual fitness bestie. I literally forget my own intro or I mess it up most of the time. But today I wanted to do a GYMSHARK review because I just got my stuff in a couple of days ago. I was sick, so I wasn't really able to do a video. I had food poisoning. It was terrible on my birthday. Girl, it's in a prayer. It lasted a week. So I'm finally able to show you guys literally the moment I've been waiting for is new Adapt Animal colors. Okay, I got literally the same set in multiple pieces because it's my absolute favorite, but I wanted to do some color comparisons, talk about the fabric, see if there's any changes. I also picked up something from the men's section, which apparently is also a new fit, so I'm hoping it's better and nothing weird and crazy, but I will be getting into all the details in today's video, so definitely check out GYMSHARK. And as always, I do have a discount code for you guys if you want to support my YouTube channel directly while also getting 10% off at checkout. You guys can use discount code LACHEY10. It's always really appreciated because I really love working with GYMSHARK and I love when I get new opportunities to try different things. So I wanted to show you guys all the items that we got. So, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to start with. New Fleck also came out. If you saw my last GYMSHARK review, there's some similar colorways in the cherry purple, so I wanted to kind of do side-by-side color comparisons with that, as well as Adapt is an umbrella of different pieces like the Fleck, the camo, which we haven't seen in a while, and then also the animal. So I wanted to show you guys some differences there in case you're maybe trying to narrow it down between different sets. And the animal, you guys know, has the scrunch. Out of all of the Adapt animal is my go-to, and out of everything at GYMSHARK, as far as what I prefer to wear for weightlifting as someone that is like bodybuilder style workouts, Adapt animal is my go-to collection. It is just the best, you guys. I have nothing bad to say about it. This color I think I'm the most excited about, so let's go ahead and start with that one. It's gonna be a quick review today because you guys have seen all of these silhouettes before, and this looks even more beautiful in real life versus on the website. It's this very vibrant teal, and I'm happy it's not a dull, boring teal. Okay, we get a lot of that at GYMSHARK, and this actually reminded me of an older colorway. It's very different, so I will compare that as well when I do the flat lays. Ciao. Okay, here are some options that I pulled from my personal collection. This is the new like cherry Fleck that came out, and then this is the print in the cherry as well, so you could see how similar it is. Personally, I'm more of an Adapt animal girl. I just like everything about this silhouette a little bit more with the scrunch detailing and then also just the print itself. But if you want something more subtle, then Fleck is definitely going to be your go-to. And then this is plum brown, and you can just see how much more red and maroon it pulls even compared to Fleck. And then the plum brown that came out previously. This blue came out a long time ago. I can't even tell you, I bought this over a Black Friday probably years ago, but in my mind I was like, oh, that looks very similar to the one that I already have, but it's actually way more teal in the base and a lot more vibrant. So I really like the variations here, which I think is really pretty. And then this is the light blue that just came out, and I also felt like, oh, maybe that's more similar to this other blue that dropped again in the older biker shorts. Remember when they used to do the 9-inch bikers and the scrunch was far different? And I also wanted to kind of compare to the newer updated like Whitney scrunch and how different and lighter and more periwinkle it is in comparison. So that's just the color comparison with these blues that I thought was going to be the most similar. And again, if maybe you're new and maybe you have been used to trying the older Adapt and you kind of want to know like, oh, well, isn't it just the same? No, they used to have their scrunch placed in the center between the waistband and the gusset, and it honestly did absolutely nothing versus the scrunch that is out now. And there's no heavy crinkling on the sides, and because it's placed at the bottom, it gives the most separation while also still being hidden and doesn't come out past your glutes. So that was the biggest win. And then you could see the inseam differences as well. This was 9 inches, this is now 5 inches. So maybe if you thought bikers were way too long for you, and maybe the short shorts are too short for you, this is the perfect in-between length, and why, in my opinion, it is the absolute best that they have on the entire website. So still really cool prints and designs, but those few tweaks really made the Adapt Animal a 10 out of a 10 in my personal opinion. It does have a dark like navy going in between this more vibrant blue color. And I would say the print of this animal is a mix of zebra and maybe cheetah. I think that's what it's giving. I do really like this. It is different and really fun for the fall time. The crop top has the cutout detail in the back, and it also features the twist detail on the chest. I got my tops in a size small because I have a small bust, and this does not come with pads, but if you want to, you can go ahead and, well, you could, yeah. There are slits here though, so if you want to add your own cup pads and you want some more shaping and support and lift, you can definitely pop those in. I don't even bother to do that because I get enough support with this thicker ribbed fabric as it is. And I also think that if you're in between sizes like me, go with your smaller size. There's some like loose threads there. Not a big deal. They're not like snagged or anything, but if you are in between sizes, size down, especially if you're like me and you have a small chest, because you do not want this to gape or kind of lift up and then you're going to be left with under boob. So I personally prefer a tighter snug fit with this silhouette because it is so cropped and literally cuts off right underneath my bust. It gives me the perfect fit. It definitely is snatching on the arms in the sense that I feel really skinny girl. I feel good. I feel like really snatched up, especially with the cutout on the back. It really allows your muscles to show through. And this top is so cute on an upper body day paired with the shorts and sweatpants. So that's definitely how I'm going to style this piece for my next workout day. And then it also has stitches that are a corresponding color to the top, so it's going to have that little bit of a contrast there. Some colorways are more noticeable than others, so I think that's really cute. But if you wanted to, I've seen girls wear bras underneath this to double up on the support. I personally don't like that look because I like the openness of the cutout design, but this is definitely my go-to silhouette within the new pieces that came out. And they also dropped other variations as far as like sports bras that you could pair with your shorts or your leggings. For the bottoms, I opted to go with shorts for all of these sets, and I get my shorts in a medium. So I always recommend, if in between for the leggings or the shorts, size up in the Adapt. It's thicker, and if you have glutes too, especially for the shorts, my glutes will eat up the fabric, and I don't like short shorts, so I'd rather have more material to kind of play with than not enough and still feel like I have coverage and my cheeks aren't hanging out. So this inseam is a little bit longer compared to other Adapt pieces. That's why I personally prefer this, because I don't get chafing on the thighs because the inseam is about 5 inches. The structure of the gusset is very simple. It's actually just 2 vertical seams, so not the traditional diamond that we typically would see. And I think because of this, I don't get the camel, which obviously I love. Like, everything about this particular fabric makes it durable in the gym. It doesn't pill, like I always tell you guys. It doesn't get worn after washing. And I also hang dry all of my activewear, by the way. And it also is not see-through. So if you're worried about squat proofness, all of these colorways are squat proof. And if you're someone that is a little bit concerned about texture on your legs or cellulite or anything, this is very concealing, not only because of the print being kind of more detailed and intricate, it camouflages a lot of stuff also with the ribbed material. This feels stretchier than older Adapt just by feeling it, but it is very stretchy fabric, so it molds beautifully to your body. And when you get a little toasty in the gym, you start to sweat a little bit. I noticed that it kind of just sticks to my body even more, like a second skin. So here's the scrunch detailing on the glutes. It sits lower, close to the gusset here. So I find that is a very invisible scrunch in the sense that it doesn't come above the crack, right? It's not going all the way up my back. And it's really easy to mold this stretchy fabric, even though it is thicker in between the glutes. And because it is thicker, it offers support. Unlike other fabrics that I've tried from other brands that I used to love, like Effortless material or the Amplified material that tends to be very stretchy and like skin, it's just too thin and doesn't really lift my glutes. It almost pancakes it out, whereas this gives me that lift and the glute separation, and girl, it just looks so good, especially with this detailing of the design. It almost warps at the top on the waistband to give you that V, to kind of carve out more roundness around the glutes, and also the warping detail around the glutes here with this print is so cute. Like, everything about this color I think is so nice. And it would look really good on so many different skin tones, paler skin tones and deeper skin tones as well. And then it has the white shark head logo here. The thickness of the waistband definitely keeps me held in and snatched. So yeah, it definitely has a little bit of a contrast, which I don't mind because it does still match. But I don't have, like I said, anything bad to say about these shorts. And I also love the leggings too. I just didn't pick up any because I just love this particular length. It's the perfect length. It's not too long and it's not too short. So I do think if you have longer legs like me, you'll really appreciate this inseam. Also with the Adapt, I'm noticing that I'm not having to feel the need, if you will, to want to fold this waistband over. I think the rise honestly sits more at where my natural waist is. Doesn't pinch, cut, or dig into my thigh area. I'm not getting any like chafing at all. And again, there is really good coverage on the glutes. And the scrunch is still very much so invisible. So I just love everything about the fit of the new Adapt. And this color is really beautiful as well, which honestly it's growing on me even more on body. This top fits just like all the other tops. I don't really think there's any changes there. It definitely is tight and snug underneath the bust, which is what I want because I don't want it to shift or ride up. While I'm doing upper body movements, I will do upper body. I will do pull-ups in this top. And lifting up my arm, you can tell that this, it almost has like a thicker bottom seam. And that's what kind of helps it stay in place, along with the tension where this twist is. So when I'm lifting up my arm, this isn't shifting up. But if I were to size up, if you're in between and you have a small chest like myself, you might experience some gaping, and this being so loose that it might shift and then you're left with under boob. So that's why I say if you're in between sizes, go with your smaller size. If you're small bust and you're in between, go with your smaller size, or even consider sizing down if you are a petite girly. And then you also have a cutout here, which I feel allows me to have better range of motion because it's just open in the back. It's not very restrictive or tight or suffocating even in a size small. So really good like movement there, and I just really all in all love this top and this silhouette. I think really flatters my body, and paired with the shorts, it's like the perfect amount of skin with no torso. You know what I mean? Like an ultra high rise fit with this curvature just allows your body to just kind of show more torso, and I don't have much of a torso, so I really appreciate that you could see more of my body area. My body area. I don't know, what color do you guys like the best? Because I'm really having a hard time trying to narrow it down. I don't know. I almost didn't add this color to cart, and I would have been really sad about it had I left it on the website. This color, guys, oh my gosh, this one was also super cute too. I've been begging for more color, brighter colors. This almost gives slightly muted, but like periwinkle, pulls like slightly lilac. And I really think this is so unique to the Adapt collection as far as the colorway goes. The base of this one gives periwinkle with almost like a slate overlay with the print. So here you could see the thickness of the waistband, the shark head logo, and then the beautiful design of the warping on the glutes to help shape. And obviously this is a lighter color, but the way that this fabric is just so durable. They're, like I said, they're all going to be squat proof. They're not shiny fabric. They're not sheer. So definitely no issues in that area. It's just classic Gymshark. So again, I got the same silhouette top in all of these just because it is my favorite. I think I like this better than the bra because of the sleeves. It just, like I said, makes me feel more snatched. And something with the coverage of it and it being so cropped just looks so good. Also looks amazing with the leggings. I definitely want to go back and get the black in this top and then the leggings because I don't have the black new Adapt scrunch in that silhouette. So here's what the back looks like. Again, very stretchy, which is nice. And these also, I forgot to say, do not have the thumb holes. I guess if there was one bad thing to say, put a thumb hole on this top, please. Like, that's the only thing. I personally love a thumb hole. I just feel like it looks so sporty and just actually very functional too if you want to use it as a barrier between, I don't know, a barbell or something. It is very durable in the sense too that if it does contact the metal bit on the dumbbell or something, it's not going to get torn up like more delicate fabrics, like I said, the Effortless and the Amplified. This color is so cutesy and like girly because it pulls the periwinkle, which I really like. It also kind of reminds me of the Evening Blue that came out a very long time ago, just a brighter version of that. I do feel like if you're looking for a BBL short that's going to lift your glutes, give you the separation, hold you in, be durable, those are these shorts. I've always felt like the Adapt Animal shorts were more lifting and more BBL effect versus the leggings. And these just fit so nice. Like you can see the lift that it's offering my glutes because the fabric has some thickness to it. It's able to support and shape your bum versus other brands, and that's why I think I really like these. Also, the inseam is, like I said, in between a biker and a shorter short, so I do feel like it offers more coverage that I personally like, that I feel more comfortable and confident walking in public spaces and also working out in. So I really enjoy this inseam length. And I will say, if in between, definitely consider sizing up, as there's not really a lot of stretch past a certain extent, but these do loosen up and stretch out during your workout, so definitely keep that in mind. And I do feel like the rise on these is fitting like the other colorway. It's not super high rise where I feel like I'm going to need to roll this waistband down. So I like where this waistband is hitting me on these new colorways. I think it's honestly really flattering, also again paired with this silhouette of a top. So yeah, I don't know, this color is just really cute and I think it's gonna look really nice in the winter as well. The next one is again like a maroon color. This I really like. This to me pulls more red and gives a true maroon, and I feel like that's what we needed because we're always getting the plums, some more purple tones. This to me is a true maroon and pulls that reddish hue, and that's what is giving fall to me. And this one, like, they all are my favorite. Like, I really can't pick a favorite. So this one definitely surprised me the most when I got it in person. So here's the detailing again. I just love the two-tone colorways. Looks really beautiful. Again, if you're looking for that perfect fall set, I think this colorway is going to be that color for you. And again, I got these in a size medium, and then the top is in a small. I just love this color. They came out with a ton of other pieces and sweats and loungewear in this colorway, and I just feel the need to grab them all. So really like this as well. I just think the twisted detail is so cute, and I do think you could get away with wearing this if you have a larger bust, maybe if you size it up. And also, like I said, adding your own cups could also help with the support level there. The last thing I got, kind of random to this video, but if you guys have been watching my Gymshark hauls, you know I love the printed men's pumper pants. Such a weird name for these, to be honest, but there's so many other prints that came out that I definitely have my eye on, but because it's a new fit, I was like, wait, what's different about it? I don't know. I still got the same size in a size large, and I went for this tiger print. Girl, I cannot wait to wear these with a brown matching, like maybe Vital Seamless set, and then these over top. And wow, I just am a neutrals girl, so I like that this has multiple colors of brown. They are bold. They are in your face, and I personally really like that. So these on the men's have the draw cord, which I always use in the inside, so it's kind of hidden. I do like to size up because I like these to be really oversized and baggy, as I do wear these over top of my normal like shorts workout sets, and also for extra inseam length. So I want to compare these to an older fit in the same size large to see if I notice any differences there. Y'all, I keep filming all over the apartment today, but I just did the color comparisons for you guys, and also old fit of way old Adapt bikers to the new, which is why I love them. And then I also pulled the older pair before the new changes of the men's pumper pants, also in a large, just to see if there's any noticeable differences before I actually try them on. This silhouette, again, or the print of this, I really love too, if you're looking for something more neutral, and it's still very much in stock. So it's looking like they added a little extra room on the waistband by like 2 inches all the way around. So that could be a difference. It might actually impact the fact that maybe I won't have to size up, because maybe they felt like, oh, maybe they ran too small. And look at that, some extra inseam length, which I think is definitely an improvement. So that's nice to see. And then I'm also noticing some extra width on the leg area. So these might be too big. I don't know. Maybe I would prefer a medium, but then again, the bigger the better in my personal opinion. So it just seems like they overall made the fit a little bit bigger all around, and maybe people were complaining about that. So that's just something that I noticed right off the bat, and thought it was worth mentioning the differences. Also, what I love about these is the details. The logo is actually embroidered. I didn't mention that earlier, but I love that. It's really good quality. So maybe if you want to pick these up, consider going true to size. As far as like women's and men's, I always go with the same size. If I'm gonna get women's sweats in a large, I'll get the men's sweats in a large too. To me, the sizes are the same, especially if you have glutes. I feel like guys don't really have big glutes when it comes to the fit, so I always like to size up for that, and then extra length on their pants. So you could potentially go down in size with these, and maybe you will also like more of that fitted look. But if you like the oversized look, you could definitely stick to the same size that you got in the older fit. These I wash on cold, and I also hang dry, because this is like a true like cargo pant material. It's not thin or anything like that, so it's not the most breathable, but it is better if you have like colder climates and you also are looking for a little bit of warmth in the gym to warm up in, take off when you're ready to go. These are great, but I don't know if this would shrink, and I'm not trying to figure out, because I need the extra length and I like to have a little bagginess at the ankles. They are cinched at the ankles as well. I just wear them with my crew socks and it's a vibe, but in the inside you can kind of see the material has like this grid feel, so it's not very stretchy. So that's why I like to go up in size. It does have really nice pockets though to it, and the men's feature this patch, and they do come in women's as well, and the women's version has a woman on it as well, so that's cool. The back is very plain, very big. Like I said, this is a large. Then there is a patch on the center that just says GYMSHARK Lifting Club, and a very stretchy waistband. So those are all the features on the new and improved pumper pants. I really like this design, and the colorway is just so fun. I don't know, like, I love the mesh shorts too, but those are great for summer. These are the equivalent that the girlies need to be wearing in the fall and the winter. Just trust me, just get a pair, try it for yourselves. I personally like the printed ones better than the solid colors. They look cooler in my opinion, and they add a little something fun to your gym outfit. And you could also style these too as like a cargo pant outside of the gym with like a cute fitted Skims top and maybe some chunky dad shoes or a Yeezy slide. Like I wear them like that all the time to run your errands in. But I really like this print, and I think I'm gonna have to go back for more. Alright guys, the pumper pants to me fit the same. I don't really notice anything when it's on the body. I will say it does feel a little extra maybe baggy, but they're already like that in the original version. So if you want something a little more fitted and maybe not so wide and loose in the rise, then consider maybe going true to size, not sizing up like I did, or going down in a size if you're more short and petite. For me personally, the bigger the better. Also considering because these don't have much stretch. They're also fairly long as well. As you could see, I can pull it over my ankles. So I like the little extra length. It's definitely noticeable in that aspect. And I don't even have it adjusted with the draw cord. I don't know. I just really like these pants. If I had on a matching set like in a brown shade, girl, that'd be like the cutest little set. Such a cute pair of pants. If you are a pants girly like myself, I think you're really going to be obsessed with the new colorways that just came out. It's just a whole lot of animal going on over here, and I am not mad. These are some new in items over at GYMSHARK that I was really excited to go ahead and try on and review for you girls. I hope that you enjoyed this video today, and as always, if you're looking to save at GYMSHARK off of any of your purchases, not just a one-time use, you can always use discount code LaShay10 to save an extra 10% off. I'll link these pieces in the description box below. I think stock is pretty good still, even after the launch. On most of these pieces, I think I saw this colorway go the quickest in most of the sizes, so maybe check to see if yours is in. And I would love to know if you guys picked up any of these items as well so we can twin, and what you guys think about the new colorways that came out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!